Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to part 1 of what is to be the 200 subscribers special. We hit it a lot sooner than I actually anticipated, so I appreciate everyone, again, as always, for the support. And here, for part 1, for this review, we have Gamma 1, one of the protagonists or antagonist of Dragon Ball Super Superhero, the movie that came out in 2022, both in Japan and worldwide. Gamma 1 is one of the two androids that are shown, both Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. Gamma 2 will be part 2, of course. But today we will be looking at Gamma 1 to begin with. Now, this is actually a figure a lot of people have been waiting for. So, and I have anticipated this a lot. Not anticipated, but I've been waiting for this figure for a while now too. So now that I have my hands on it, I want to give my own thoughts to you. So if you ever are able to buy one, maybe not from a reseller, but from an official site, you can have my own thoughts in mind. Again, a disclaimer, I am not an official source of review. This is just my own opinion. You can make your own opinion as you please. You can buy the figure and then make your own opinion afterwards. I do not mind that. It is of your own free will. But yeah, let's just get right into it so we don't waste any more time. Alright, so here we have Gamma 1 in all of his wonderful glory. One issue that a lot of people will have with this, and it's just common SH Figuarts, is that the cape is just one singular piece, making it harder for you to actually use it in the long run. So that's just an issue that a lot of people have, especially with like Piccolo and all that kind of stuff. They've been getting better, but they didn't really include that for the Gammas, it seems. So he has the plastic flaps that are bendable, and then he has the hard parts for, of course, the arms and the limbs. Now, for when it comes to actual rotation for the limbs, that's a lot of people's worries. Also, the reason why I'm holding it a lot is because this thing is slanted, so I don't want it to fall. Because if I leave it, it just falls. So there is that. But no, yeah, one of the issues was turning the limbs, and it seems to be fine so far. There really doesn't seem to be that much of an issue. These little shoulder pads, or shoulder pads, seem to be sort of like the Super Saiyan Keflas from what we've seen previously on this channel specifically. And I don't really mind that, although I do think it's a little bit jarring. I think they could have just left it like normal without the shoulder pads. Of course, we have, let me get a little bit better focus. There you go. It's a matte finish. It's not really glossy. Maybe one day we will get a glossy finish. Which, honestly, I'll probably not get that, as this is already one that a lot of people wanted in the beginning, but I don't think a gloss finish would be, or a metallic finish really, would be beneficial. One issue, without even trying it, is that if you really put the torso down, is that it's gonna scuff the paint from the little metallic buttons here. I don't think that's going to be that much of an issue if you just keep it in box, of course. But for those that actually like posting it, it might be, become an issue if you post it a lot and change the pose a lot, you know. He has the belt and his little gun on the side. I don't know if it's... I can take it out, actually. Maybe? Can I take it out? It seems that I can. Yes, I can. Okay. So his gun I can actually take out. Very cool piece. And an extra added piece. But let me actually set this guy down a little bit. in one of the accessories for Gamma 1, he also has the regular gun. It's a much smaller piece comparing the two. Let me focus that. Comparing the two, this one that actually has all the detail is much smaller than this one, than the right one. The one that goes on his gun vest, or whatever it's called. But yeah, that, again, not an issue. It's an accessory. You're really just going to use it. I don't know. But yeah, that's just one of the accessories that he comes with. He actually comes with a lot. So let's just finish off. Let's actually bring Gamma 1 back up. Put the gun back in his holster. And we can get... if I can actually do it. There you go. His legs, he has the boots, of course. The mobility is actually incredible now that I look at it. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. The boot is kind of like the whole bottom part of the leg. The boot, of course, and then the toe joint is a common reoccurrence on a lot of SH Figuarts, so it's to be expected. For the splits, let's see. Pretty good, actually. Very good. Hands, of course. Oh, the cape falls off. I did not know that. So it seems that the cape falls off, so you might want to be careful with that. But it can just go right back in, hopefully. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so now we know. And for the face, of course, it actually, there's no seam. Which makes me think that it's all faces. Let me actually look over here. Yeah, it's all faces that come with this Gamma 1. So that's actually a very neat thing. There's a bunch of actual headpieces that come with Gamma 1. So let's actually set him down for a little bit, and we can actually look at the accessories that he comes with. Alright, so here we have all of the accessories that Gamma 1 comes with. Of course, we've already taken a look at the little pistol that he comes with, the classic pistol from the movie, of course. We also have different faces. Oh, buddy's trying to leave me. But we have different faces that are from the movie, or different expressions. He's from the movie, of course he's going to be from the movie. He has different expressions. One where he's just very serious, of course. Another one where he is shocked. This looks more like a Gamma 2 phase rather than anything else. So there's that. As you can see, he's very expressionist. I don't know if I'm using my words correctly. He has an angry face, it seems. Of course, every Dragon Ball character needs to have one. And last but not least, he has a shouting face. Because every Dragon Ball character needs to have one. Or else, you can't feel like they're actual Dragon Ball figures. Moving on, he has the two cross arms for, of course, his own figure. I'm pretty sure you can also switch these out with Gamma 2 if you would want to. Because they're the same color as each other. So I don't think it will be that big of a deal. Now, he has 3 different sets of hands that he comes with additionally. He has the 2 grasping hands on the left, the 2 karate chop hands on the middle, and then, of course, the 2 gun grasping or blaster grasping hands for both left and right. Which is actually very nice, a very nice touch for Bandai itself to actually include that. They normally, when it comes to like singular gun characters or singular weapon characters, they only have one hand that uses the weapon. For example, there's a bunch where, I don't know an example on top of my head, but let's say a Trunks. A Trunks, normally we see him grabbing the sword with the right hand, so they're just gonna include a right hand. That's pretty much it. So yeah. I'm actually surprised that they did that, and I'm glad that they did that, because or else this would not be as complete as it is for the price, really. The price, originally, it's no longer on sale on Premium Bandai's website. He was originally, I'm pretty sure, $65 USD. And with shipping, it came close to 80-ish dollars for Gamma 1, including taxes and all that kind of junk. Something else, an additional component for this Gamma. We've already looked at all of his additional attachments and accessories, but he not only does he come with his own accessory. The selling point of this figure really was this very thing. The Super Saiyan head for Gohan. And you might be wondering why, if they don't need to. Well, I don't know if they thought that this would sell very well. And then you can actually look at it. It doesn't look that good. For this being one of the first Super Saiyan Gohans that we get, and my Super Saiyan Gohan being a little messed up in the left eye specifically, it's a little weird. Let me actually take a closer look at him. Yeah, he's a little weird from the front perspective, although you can jot it down to like, perspective and camera enhancements and all that kind of stuff. He doesn't look as bad in person as he does in camera, which is good. I'm actually surprised about this one. This being the selling point, they gave this Gohan face 3 facial expressions, including the one I'm showing right now. So they gave the serious Gohan face, of course. Let me get these ones out. They have the shouting Super Saiyan Gohan face. And then last but not least, of course, they have the angry, smirking, grunting face from any regular Dragon Ball figure. So there was a lot of controversy. In a good note to the actual end of the review, if this video is like 10 minutes, you know I cut out pretty much all that I talked about, and I will leave it for another video. If I left that in, stick around for a rant video maybe, I don't know. But overall, this figure is actually quite good. I actually like him a lot. Gamma 1 is very good. I probably could have wished that his colors were a little bit more vibrant than anything. Especially for how he looks in the box. He's a little bit more metallic looking. And I understand that's just the photos that they took for promotional value. But that's all I kind of wish that he was. Not a super dull metallic look. And more of a shiny metallic look. That's like my only complaint. His joints are perfect in my opinion. Some of the best joints any Dragon Ball figure had, and that's probably because this is like not even the physique of a regular Dragon Ball figure, which makes him more adequate to have better joints and more mobility. That's very good. His head not having the seam just for the faceplate and actually having separate heads, that's very good because sometimes those faceplates you can lose them very easily. Granted, the heads are not any much bigger, but it's still a better thing, especially for these type of characters that don't have hair, that don't have anything covering themselves for. I'm pretty sure Hit also has that. I'm not entirely sure. I don't have the figure. But, again, this is a very good figure. I know I've had it standing in the back for a while. This is a 20 plus minute video, and I apologize for that once again. But overall, I actually give this figure a 9 out of 10. The only reason why it's getting deducted a point is because of the coloring. Again, the coloring is a little bit dull, especially in person rather than anything. In the camera, it looks fine, but right now, the gray actually looks darker than it actually is in the image as shown to you. And maybe even for the full deduction of the point, the shoulder pads. They don't do it for me. If they kept it without the shoulder pads, I feel like that would have worked a lot better. And it would not have been as big of a deal because, again, they stick out like sore thumbs. That's not pretty. But that's like really my only complaint. If this was a $40 figure, as I've talked about, he would honestly have a 9.5 out of 10, honestly. I would not have minded the paint job. The only thing that I would be bothered by is, again, the shoulder pads. And that's going to be another deduction for Gamma 2, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? That's the only reason why I'm deducting those minimal points. Paint job, price, and shoulder pads. Or shoulder flaps. Whatever they're called. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, I sincerely apologize for the length of this video if it is over 20 minutes. Thank you guys for everyone. Stop. I appreciate everyone's support and thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next review or part 2 of this 200 subscribers special. Bye bye.